Something feels off at Real Madrid. Not the kind of problem you see in the standings, not just injuries, not just tactics, something deeper, something emotional, because in less than 48 hours, Real Madrid lost control of two things you never want to lose at the same time: discipline and stability. One player exploded at a referee. UEFA punished him immediately. And now Madrid is heading into the most important part of the season without one of their biggest stars. And while fans were still trying to understand that chaos, a new storm started brewing. A controversial transfer, a defender known for aggression, a player who divides opinions everywhere he goes. So the question is Real Madrid fixing the problem or creating an even bigger one? Today we're breaking down everything happening behind the scenes: Rodrygo's shocking suspension, the Benfica drama, and the heated battle to sign Tottenham's Cristian Romero. Because trust me, this story might define Madrid's entire season. Let's talk about it. Rodrygo wasn't supposed to be that guy. You know what I mean. He's not the loud superstar. He's not the player arguing every 5 minutes. He's not the one diving or provoking defenders. Rodrygo has always been seen as calm, cold, clutch, the comeback hero, the Champions League specialist. But against Benfica, everything changed. Late in the match, tension was already high. The referee made a controversial decision. Madrid players surrounded him, voices rising, arms in the air, and then Rodrygo said something UEFA didn't like. Reports say he directly insulted the referee. Not just frustration, not just protest, but offensive language. And UEFA? They don't joke about that. 2 matches, immediate suspension, no appeal saving him. Just like that, Rodrygo is out, gone for the next 2 crucial Champions League games. And if you're a Madrid fan, you already know how dangerous this is. Because Rodrygo isn't just another winger, he's the big moment player. The guy who scores in the 89th minute, the guy who changes ties by himself. Without him, Madrid loses speed, creativity, and most importantly, confidence. Now imagine going into a European knockout match like that. That's not just a small absence. That's psychological damage. And here's where the debate explodes. Some fans are furious at UEFA. They say, "Come on, players complain all the time. This is too soft. This is football, not chess." But others, they're blaming Rodrygo hard. They're saying, "You can't lose your head at this level. You're not a kid anymore. You're hurting the team." And honestly, both sides have a point. Because talent wins games, but discipline wins trophies. And Real Madrid knows that better than anyone. Every Champions League run in history had one thing in common: control, mental strength, cold blood. So when one of your key players loses control, it sends a bad message to the whole squad. And suddenly people start asking scary questions. Is the pressure too much? Is the locker room frustrated? Is this team mentally cracking? Because great teams don't collapse physically first. They collapse emotionally. And this might be the first crack. But before we talk about the transfer bombshell that could completely change Madrid's defense, let me ask you something. Do you think Rodrygo deserved this suspension? Or did UEFA overreact? Type "deserved" or "unfair" in the comments. I really want to see where you stand. And if you love daily Real Madrid news, controversies, and transfer drama like this, hit subscribe right now, because we post updates fast. And trust me, this story is just getting started. Now, let's talk about the move that could shake the entire squad. Because while Rodrygo is suspended, Florentino Pérez is already planning something big, something aggressive, something very un-Madrid-like. And it involves the Premier League, and a defender who plays like a street fighter, Cristian Romero. And what you're about to hear might surprise you. When Real Madrid enters the transfer market mid-season, it usually means one thing: emergency. Because Madrid doesn't panic buy. They plan, they calculate, they wait. So if the club is suddenly looking for a defender, it's because they don't trust what they have. And honestly, can you blame them? Too many defensive mistakes lately, too many silly goals conceded, too many games lost because of one bad tackle, one bad clearance, 1 second of hesitation. At this level, that's fatal. And Florentino Pérez is done watching it happen. So scouts started looking for a profile, not just talent, not just technique. They wanted aggression, leadership, fearlessness. Someone who doesn't step back. Someone who intimidates strikers. Someone who plays like every ball is life or death. And one name kept popping up. Cristian Romero, Tottenham's defensive enforcer. If you watch the Premier League, you know exactly what kind of player he is. He doesn't ask permission. He doesn't play safe. He hits hard, presses high, slides into tackles like it's the last minute of a final. Strikers hate facing him. He's chaos. Controlled chaos. The kind of defender that makes attackers think twice. And honestly, that sounds perfect for Madrid. But here's the problem. Romero is also known for something else. Cards. Lots of them. Yellows. Suspensions. Red cards. Emotional reactions. Risky tackles. Sometimes too risky. So now think about this for a second. Rodrygo just got suspended for losing control. And Madrid's solution is signing another hot-headed player? You see the irony? That's why fans are divided. Half of Madridistas are saying, yes, finally, we need warriors. The defense is too soft. Bring someone with attitude. But the other half is scared. They're saying, we're just adding more drama. What if he gets sent off in the Champions League? What if this backfires? And then comes the money. Tottenham won't sell cheap. We're talking big numbers. A massive investment. So this isn't just a small gamble. This is a season-defining decision. If Romero works, Madrid's defense becomes terrifying. If he fails, it's another expensive mistake. No middle ground. High risk, high reward. Classic Real Madrid. And when you connect everything together, Rodrygo suspended. Defense unstable. Transfer rumors exploding. Pressure rising. Fans arguing. It feels like the club is standing on the edge. Either this team grows stronger through the chaos, or everything starts falling apart. Because seasons aren't lost in finals. They're lost in moments like this. Small mistakes, bad decisions, emotional reactions. And right now, Madrid is having too many of those. The next few weeks could decide everything. So now I want to hear from you. 2 questions. Would you sign Cristian Romero for Real Madrid? Yes or no? And do you blame Rodrygo or UEFA? Comment below. Let's debate. If you enjoyed this deep Real Madrid breakdown, smash the like button so more fans find the video. Subscribe for daily Madrid news, transfers, and controversies. And turn on notifications, because the next update might drop at any moment. Thanks for watching. Hala Madrid. And I'll see you in the next one.